happened to us when we got off the slave ships? Anybody can answer.
We were sold
We were sold.
Bring it up.
And once we were sold, what happened to us?
into slavery.
Into slavery. Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
Shall be what?
Sold.
What?
Sold
Read.
unto your enemies.
What did the Bible call them?
Your enemies.
No. Stevenson, I'm giving you a chance here. When we were sold, were those people our friends or no? Did they treat us like friends? They didn't treat. So what did God just call them?
Enemies.
Enemies. Have they lived up to that reputation?
Okay.
Stevenson. Whoa. Have they lived up to that reputation?
No, I'm about to ask you another question again for clarity so I can answer.
Okay. I'm gonna give you your shot. You got one shot, Stevenson.
Okay, no. When you're saying when we were the sold, are you talking about the ones who sold us from there, or the
Okay. Okay, I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying.
Remember,
I got what you're
it
saying.
was this pigmentation that sold us over here.
Okay, I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. The people that sold us to the Caucasians, right? We were sold to the Caucasians, right? They were not our people, first and foremost. They are not our people. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna explain. We were sold to the white man, right? Go get that in Joel. Get that in Joel. We were sold to the white man.
Bring it out.
Then the white man brought us to America,
Right.
and he sold us amongst his people.
Correct.
So no, back in Deuteronomy 28, it said, and there, meaning the location that you were landed at after you were put on the ship. So it's not talking about what happened over here. That has already happened. It's talking about when you got to that land, America or Brazil or wherever, and you got off that ship, you would be sold again. Meaning you would be sold to within the land that you were dropped off at.
So you know for the prophet of the seed that was declared over not over the Esau, over Ishmael being the wild and the man, abiding amongst his brethren, that was not full of the field, and those who ended up selling us.
It said verse 4, right? All right, I got you. Read that.
Want me to start at 1?
No. Start at verse. I'll start at 4.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have I to do with me? And what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Tyre and Zidon are ancient Canaanites. These are ancient Africans, right? Read.
And all the coast of Palestine.
That's Ishmael, who you referring to, the wild man, right? Ishmael. Read.
Will you render me a recompense?
Because they were angry at God, so they tried to get back at God for doing what? For choosing us as his chosen people. So watch this. The Bible is singling out Ishmael and the Canaanites, the ancient Africans, the Hamites, the people of Dahomey. All right? Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah.
So the Arabs and the Africans, the native Africans, got together. Read.
And the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
So who are the Grecians? Who are the Grecians? What race are they? It said the Arabs and the Africans got together, took the children of Israel and sold them to the Grecians. Who are the Grecians? Who? Greeks. That's the Grecians. Who are they today? What do they look like? Greeks. Alexander the Greek. They look like that, right?
That's right.
So who's this history where Arabs and Africans got together, sold a nation of people to the white man? Whose history is that? Whose history is that, Stevenson? No, Steven. No, I get what you're saying. It's world history, but no. The history of what race of people is that? Which side?
Black people that are here in this country now.
Black people that are here. That prophecy hits that. Look. Oh. Here we go. Here you have an Arab and an African that gathered up our people and sold them to the Greeks. So who is that history? That's us, our history, right?
That's right.
But why does it fit us? What do you think it fits us, Stevenson? Okay, okay, watch this. Hold that. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 45 and 46. There's a reason that prophecy seems to fit our people in this land. There's a reason. Read. Okay, so what's the reason?
No, now that I understand what you're
What's the reason?
Okay, and I'm going to say, I don't disagree with that.
Okay, so who are you?
Okay.
What's your nationality?
Okay,
What's
no,
your race?
Okay, no, I don't disagree with that. I disagree with the absolute portion of it.
What does that mean?
Meaning, do I believe that occurred to Israel? Yes.
So you
Do I believe that Israel was brought into the bondage and brought over here? Yes. But does that mean that every person of pigmentation is Israel?
No, we're not saying that at all.
Okay.
We're not saying that at all. I'm gonna show you.
Okay,
Get ham.
But when you just say that black and Hispanics in this country are all Israel,
Yeah.
that is what is being portrayed.
In this land? Yeah, but look, I'm gonna show you why. We're not saying all black people. Don't get me wrong. Some of our people were left in Africa. And guess what? There's black people over there that don't mix with our people, that are not the same people. So no, we're not saying that all, like you got dark-skinned East Indians. They're not our people. So we're not saying every person of pigment is our people. But here, I'm gonna show you the what do you call it? The litmus test. I'm gonna show you the litmus test. Read ham, because you got me all over the place there. I'm trying to stay on one thing at one time. Hold on, I'm gonna rein this thing in. Read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Dictionary. Definition, ham. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor,
The forefather.
of the dark races, not the Negroes,
Ham is not the forefather of the Negroes.
Bring it out.
Read.
but the Egyptians,
Mizraim, right?
the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites.
These are Africans, native Africans, that Ham is the forefather of. He is not the forefather of the people on this sign. He's not their forefather. Now here's the litmus test to find out who is Israel and who is not Israel. Read 45.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee,
Take your time.
and overtake thee.
So God is saying, Sheila, that the curses will come upon his people for not listening, for disobeying, for breaking his commandments. Read.
And overtake thee,
And it said, anywhere you go, they would follow you. Read.
till thou be destroyed.
Till you've been broken spiritually to the point where you think you're African American, you're American, you just give up on life. So some of our people have just straight up given up on life. They say they are black. Not you. You didn't say that when you came up. You said you're not black. I remember that. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Why did we go into slavery, Sheila? Because we didn't what?
Didn't hearken unto his voice.
To do what? Now it's going to explain.
To keep his statutes, which he commanded thee.
No, 46. No, this is the litmus test to see who is Israel and who is not Israel. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they,
The curses, Stevenson, this is the litmus test. The curses,
and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
the curses are going to be upon the Israelites for a sign. What do you think? What do you think is using the word sign? What does a sign do? Like, how do we know we're here at Central Park and Goodman Street? How do we know? Hey, oh, Sheila, no, don't. No, I got to deal with you real quick.
Pick my mom up.
You got to pick your mom up? Okay. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's all I want. I got you. We're going over that right now. What do you think a sign is for? A sign. What do you think a sign is for? What is it used for?
A sign is
Give direction.
It gives direction. That's a good answer.
It's an indication of events, locations, and times.
Oh, okay. So it helps to identify something, right? God is saying the curses are going to be used to identify. Identify who? Who are the Israelites? Who are the people that fit the curses in this book? That's what God is saying the sign is for.
Okay, no, read the scripture.
Read it again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
From generation to generation, these curses are going to be.
Read the scripture before, the passage before.
It's going to. Okay, read it. But I got to deal with Sheila with something real quick. So let me. I got to deal with this real quick. I'm gonna come back to you. Get Deuteronomy 22:5 because she got to go pick up her mom. I understand that. I'm gonna come back to you. Don't forget. Don't hold your thought. What's your name, bro? I can't hear you. But pull the mask down. Kari. Kari, nice to meet you. I'm your brother. I'm Sarak, bro. All right, Sheila, you heard everything that came out, right? So, why did we go into slavery? We didn't do what?
Follow the commandments.
His commandments, right? So, how can we reverse the conditions we live in as a people? We got to do what?
We have to go back.
And do what?
Follow the commandments.
Follow the commandments, right? Now, here's a commandment for the sisters.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
You know.
Oh, you know. Oh, read it anyway.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what is that, Sheila?
My britches.
Your britches. That's just good. So what are you gonna do now, Sheila? If you love God and you believe everything that the Bible just came out, you had the images and everything. What should you do with those pants?
I should follow the commandments.
And do what?
And not wear these things.
And not wear them. Good job. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Now, are you gonna do that?
I am going to do that.
Okay, you got a flyer.
I do.
All right, this is the last scripture. No, this is the last scripture before you go. And it was a pleasure talking to you. All right, read that. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. I'm coming back to you, Stevenson, and I got you, Kari. Read that.
I'm going to do that.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves.
Adorn means to put on. Our women, our sisters are supposed to put upon themselves.
But women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What does modest mean, Sheila?
Cover up.
Cover up. Cover up in what sense? Should anything of the particulars be shown?
Well, no.
Nothing should be
No,
shown,
no,
right?
No.
Nothing should be showing. Modest apparel, right?
Right.
Meaning a long flowing dress, your
Yes.
cleavage isn't out, your
Yes.
butt ain't sticking out, your
Right,
butt cheeks ain't
right,
showing, right?
right.
That's how women should dress.
That's right.
So watch this. Here's how you could start making your calling and election sure. You could dress modest, and start telling the younger sisters to do the same.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Sheila.
It was a pleasure.
Kari, what's going on, bruh? It says they say you want to know who you are.
That's Judah, right?
Well, who do you? Huh?
That's Judah.
That's what you were told, or that's what you believe? You were just reading the sign,
Yeah.
putting two and two together. I got you, Kari. Come up, bro. Come up. All right. Now I'm gonna hold it because he coming back. I'm gonna hold that. All right. So, do they teach? How old are you? 16. Do they still teach slavery in school? They don't teach it anymore, right? Have you ever heard of it? What do you know about slavery? You're not too much, right?
I learned it, but I don't remember it that much.
You learned about. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna deal with what you know. So tell me what you know, and we'll build from there. Yeah, yeah, I know. But look. Okay, this is the thing, right? In some places, slavery was just you had to pay tribute. Some places, like in our instance, where it happened with us, it was bad, real bad. So what has the school taught? Has the school taught you anything on any level about the slavery your people went through? So like, give me some examples, Kari. I'm trying to build with you, bruh. Harriet Tubman. Oh wow, that's where they started from. Is that where they started from? Wow. So you haven't been taught slavery since the 5th grade? Wow. Okay. Well, you in for a history lesson today. Get a verse. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Let's start with verse 40. Let's start with verse 37.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
Do you know what they called us when we got off the ships? What they were calling us? What did they call you? What do you call yourself today? A black male, right? Or African American, Negro, nigger, colored folk, all those names, right? Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So it says we will become an astonishment. When you think, what do you think the definition of astonishment is? Say again? No, astonishment. Astonishment is something shocking, right? I'm gonna explain what the astonishment is, right? The astonishment that the Bible is talking about is the way our people live in these lands.
Right.
Like, what do you think some of the things that happen in our community that shock America? What do you think some of the things that go on in our community that shock America, that shock white folks? I'm gonna put it plain. Shock white violence. Violence towards who? That's the astonishment. How can a nation of people kill each other at this rate? That's an astonishment. How can a nation of people make baby mamas out of their women at this rate? Or kill their babies at this rate? These are astonishments, right? Read.
A proverb and a byword.
And from the astonishments, they make proverbs of us. Proverb is a wise saying, like, niggas love chicken and watermelon. Niggas don't take care of their kids. That's a proverb. Read.
Among all,
And a what?
and a byword.
A byword is being called outside of what you are originally meant to be called. For example, right, you said you're black. But before that, they were calling us African American. They were calling us coloreds. They were calling us Negroes, niggers. These are all bywords. I'm gonna give you an example. What's your last name? What? Wallace. You know what? You know something, Kari? I'm gonna tell you, that's a byword. Where do you think that name came from? Slave master.
Right.
That's a byword. Read a verse. Read. That finish? You finish that?
Nope.
Read.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Anywhere you go, old people got derogatory names that are put upon them. And that's that name. I'm gonna show you something. That name that they place upon you, that gives them license to treat you the way they want to treat you.
Right.
Because you don't call yourself by your God-given name. You call yourself by the name that another nation puts on you. So that's proof to them that you're still property.
Right.
That's what that is. Now jump down to verse. No, here's my question. Why did we get into a position where they could put that name upon us? How did we get there and why? They brought us here. Why? Why? Why did they think deep about this? You got the Chinese man, you got the East Indian man, you got the Arab man. Why did they choose, out of everybody, they chose us? Because what? We're easy to get? What makes you say that? We had armies, we had militaries, so why us? I got you. Read verse 45.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
go.
Moreover, all these curses,
Is a curse good or bad? Sorry, it's bad, right? Read.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God's saying bad things are going to come upon a nation of people and overtake them. Read.
Till thou be destroyed.
Till this nation of people was broken mentally. They were done. Finished spiritually. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Why did these bad things come upon us?
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken means to listen. God's saying we refuse to listen to his voice to do what?
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
So God is saying slavery happened because we didn't do what? To do what? There you go. That's why slavery happened. Watch this. Go to verse 48. This is 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
When we got to America, did we have to serve somebody? But what did God call? I want you to listen good. You got to pay close attention to the words. Therefore shall thou what?
Shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Why did God call the people that we served enemies? Have they lived up to that reputation? Okay, you got to. I'm saying this for a reason. No, I'm gonna preface this with this. That don't mean you go around just knocking the white folks upside the head. That's not what we're trying to put into your head. Because I know some people, they go off. We're not telling you do that. But what we're trying to show you is what the Bible says you should regard them as. Live peaceably with them if you can. But God says don't ever trust them. Don't trust them. That's what the Bible says. Never trust your enemy. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
God says this white man is your enemy. Read.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
God says, I sent them against you. So now you know who sent the white man against them? God said, I did that.
Right.
What you seem shocked about that. But remember, why did he do it? We didn't follow his commandments. So don't be shocked that he did it. Be shocked that we didn't follow what he said to do. He lived up to his promise.
Right.
Read.
Send against thee in hunger.
No, he's saying in hunger you have to serve them. What do you think he means by in hunger you have to serve them? It means, like he's saying, if you want something to eat, you're gonna have to go to the in slavery. You literally have to work for them to feed you. You have to get the slops. That's how you got your slops for that day. Fast forward to 2021. If you get hungry, where do you go? Yeah, you go to work to get what? To take it and go where with it to get food? Huh? And who owns those grocery stores? The white man.
Right.
They own the grocery stores. So you go to their institutions to work. You get the money with their face on it. You take it and you go to their establishments to buy your food.
Right.
Everything you do is controlled by this man.
Right.
Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
You want water to drink. Who owns the water companies in America? They do. Who do you pay your water bill? Well, you don't pay water bill, but who does your parents pay water bill to? Huh? Who? Who owns it? Remember, that's owned by the city. Who runs the city? Huh? Who's the mayor? She black? She black? Who's the governor? He's a white man. Read.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So the clothing on your back, you got to go to them to get it.
Right.
Anything you could, that basketball. Stay put right there. Stay put right there, right? Men of Israel, sons of God. Patient saints, sons of God. Next teacher.
The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.